everyone, it's Nancy with She's Got Yarn. Sorry about the messy hair. I've been gone all day, so I didn't get a lot done. I had a doctor's appointment, and I didn't get out of it. I was in there for 2 hours, so I didn't get out of there till like 4 o'clock. And I left here at 1:30 for my 2 o'clock. So my whole day was kind of shot. So I didn't get a lot done. But while I was gone, somebody had a Dorito party. There's Dorito wrappers everywhere. There. Over there. Yeah. Right here. Doritos. They shredded that bag. Welcome back to my sweater blocking. Anyways, I had to clamp a mess. It's 4 o'clock. Well, no, it's later than that. I didn't get home till 4 o'clock today. So I didn't get a whole lot done because I left here at 1:30 because I had 2 o'clock doctor's appointment. I was there till 4 o'clock. Yes, the whole day shot. But my stress heart test was good. But because I'm having angina, like chest pain, heart pain. I don't know what you call it. But anyways, he's put me on a time release nitro to take every day. I haven't started it yet. I'll pick it up tomorrow. And he took me off of one of my blood pressure medications. And let's see. He's friends with my primary. So we were talking a little bit. They weren't talking about me. If they were, he didn't admit it. But she wants to put me on hormones. Anybody out there ever had hormone pellets? I told my dad, I said, they want to put me on hormones. My dad goes, tell Timmy to look out. Leave it to my father. Dirty old man. Oh, goodness. The wonderful world of getting older. I still like that saying by that rock star. I can't remember his name. I'm too young to be so old. I like that saying. You look at my medication list, you think I was old. Oh my goodness, I can't get these to stand up. Oh well, I'm just going to leave them laying down. These things hurt if you get poked with them. Yesterday I poked myself, but I did not bleed. Surprise! Because usually when I start bleeding, it won't stop for hours. I have to keep a Band-Aid on it for a day, at least a day and a half. With all the blood thinners. But yeah, he's putting me on a new for my angina. He's putting me on nitro, time release, and then he's putting me on a new blood pressure medication, I think. He gave me 2 new prescriptions. So, but I told him about, every now and then. The last time I had it, it lasted a couple hours, and he told me, he said, don't wait. I said, well, I went to the hospital. It was nothing, And he said, if it happens again like that, he's gonna put another cath in, a new cath. I guess replace the one that's in my artery. But also, he said, in women, it doesn't show up a lot, but they get these clusters of smaller vessels that get clotted. And I told him when he said that, I said, the cardiologist showed me a small cluster of smaller vessels, but he wasn't concerned about it because they were smaller vessels. He goes, yep. So I don't know what they do about that. So, And my insurance is denying one of my, well, we got a notice it was denied, but I talked to the insurance lady at the office. She said, don't worry about it. She says, we haven't even gotten a denial from him yet. She says, I said, well, they were requesting records. She said, okay, we'll do that, and it'll be fine. It should be fine. So, but insurances change every, you know, if they can scam you, they'll scam you. I'm sorry, I feel that way. Do I feel moisture? No, that's not damp. It's just cold. I blew a fan on this all night. And yes, Lala, I got your message. We're not supposed to, like, twist when you're squeezing water out of these. I did twist it. I saw that on the video, but I didn't do it, like, hard. It looked like I was doing it hard, but I wasn't. I was trying to be gentle. I was trying. But this was interesting blocking this. So, a learning curve. But I think this back panel, the reason it was shorter was because I switched out those needles. But I did have a needle break, but it was the same brand. You know what I mean? It was a Knitter's Pride. The wood, it was the same. But the Chai Goos were the shorties. And I thought the shorties at first, they were like, oh, they were cool. It was easy to get the yarn, you know, to go through the stitches and, you know, pull them down and just feed everything on them. It seemed really easy. But after a while, being that little, my hands were cramping up. They were hurting, which is not something that I've ever really complained about before. I've had, like tennis elbow, like a ache in my arm from crocheting a lot, but never really so much in my hands. Yes and no. I mean, if I go like this, it kind of hurts. It's like a hurt so good thing. Boy, I got a ton of pins in this bad boy. But these things are kind of cool. I don't know if I used them properly, but oh well. But I want to get another group of pads because 2, 4, 6, 8. There was only 9 pads that came in this kit. Is that not odd? That is odd. You would think I could get at least a dozen, at least like a dozen. But I'm gonna look and price them because you know, I'll use a coupon. I won't pay full price for these. Hey, Wooey. Hey, baby. What you doing? Were you eating Doritos while I was gone? Huh? Did you have Doritos? Yeah, somebody ate my whole bag of Doritos and left me the bag in 50 pieces. Lick a lick a lick a lick a lick a lick a lick. Mwah. Mwah. Sit. Sit. You don't want to sit. You don't want to get on that. That's got pins. Sit. Sit down. Sit down. I don't want you to get poked. I don't want you to get poked. Woo woo. Here. There. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Down. You know what down is. I love you too. Did you miss me today? I know they missed me today. I was gone all day. It felt like I was gone all day. Okay, I lost the other. Archie, see, you made me lose my... What did I do with that box? Oh, here it is. You know what? I had this pin thing. It was like a dome that you could put pins in, but I already had one. I threw it away. I could have used it right now. I threw it away. You know, it's one of those things you're cleaning out drawers and you're like, okay, what do I do with this? I already have this, this, and this, and then you're like, okay, just if you toss it, nobody sees you toss it, you'll be okay. Yep, I needed it. I could have used it tonight. Just, you know, because my other pin thing is full of pins. Maybe I can dig it out of the garbage. That's an idea, because it may still be in. But I gotta think of what garbage I put it in. can't remember what I was cleaning out. I'm always clearing something out. But, so, last night I mentioned I was going to do a tutorial. Yeah, that yarn is too dark. But I'm going to make that sweater while I do the tutorial. But the tutorial, I'm going to do a mini version in a different color. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because this sweater is going to be gorgeous. I can already see it. It's going to be gorgeous in this color. And that rustic yarn is yummy to work with, y'all. It is so soft. I love it. I wish I had known that sooner. I would have bought more. I just wish they had more colors. They're limited. And because it's on sale, they're probably out of a bunch of colors too now. But I don't need to buy any more yarn. I still want to go through all my yarn and do mystery boxes. I was talking with another podcaster about, I'm a very giving person, and I donate a lot of stuff. I donate money to different organizations. I support children. I support animal stuff. You guys know some of that, but I'm getting emails from someone wanting, kind of giving me a whole history of their health issues and wanting me to send them yarn. The thing that bothers me, this same person has asked other podcasters for yarn, and I don't like that. I don't like that. So I'm not going to send people yarn that ask me for yarn. I want to be able to donate yarn to people that I want to donate it to. If I have a subscriber, sometimes I'll say, email me, and I'll send them yarn, or I'll send them, a kit or something. I want to do it on my terms. I mean, I know a lot of people struggle out there, but I can't do everything for everybody. And, you guys understand what I mean. It's hard to put it in words. I feel like I'm being mean, but I'm not. This person is asking a lot of people for yarn, and it kind of bothers me. Please don't ask me to send you yarn. Look at this thing. It's curling up. Why are you curling up? Why are you curling up? Because it wants to be sewn together, right? Did you see that? It's wanting to curl. It's not curling up. Yeah, this one's still curling up. Wonder why. Somebody answer that question for me. So now what I need to do, I've got this off the pins. I want to take this, put it over there for right now. I want to go get my clippies, but I want to help as many people as I can, but I really, if some of my podcasters say to me, such and such is really needing help, if the community is coming together and wants me and asks for my help, I'm going to help. Does that make sense? I want to know that it's legit, because I've been taken advantage of a lot in my life. I mean, a lot. To the point of I've never shared this with anybody, but I had a best friend. Her husband was over in Iraq, and she had 5 kids. Didn't get any money for months. Well, at least that's what I was told. This is just a story. But anyways, every year I got a $1,000 Christmas bonus for me and my kids. I was a single mom, for many years. But I had a boyfriend. And anyways, come to find out, I felt so bad for her. I gave her my Christmas bonus. I sacrificed my Christmas and my children's Christmas to give her children a Christmas. And she stole my boyfriend. I don't know why I'm telling you this. It's just, I get scammed. And people take advantage of me. And I'm at the age now, I'm going to speak up a little bit. You know, I try to be kind. I don't want to be ugly, but I'm being kind. Just do not email me and ask me for free yarn. I love hearing people's stories and stuff. You know, I want to know what's going on with them so I can pray for them. But, Maverick, but if I send somebody something, it's going to be on my terms. And I do send people stuff. And it's on my terms. So, I'm going to leave it at that. And, those are pins. What are you doing? Licking pins. You want to go outside? Oh, of course he wants to go outside. Now that I'm over here. All right. I'm going to leave that at that. I still feel like I'm being mean, but I'm not. I'm just, it bothers me that this person is reaching out to a lot of podcasters and people for free stuff. I'm looking for my clips. I have a container full of clippy clips. Where could they be? Oh, here they are. I tell you what, people who like to make cardigans and have to sew things together, these are the best things you could invest in. And I've sent these to a few of my Yarny sisters. These little clips, they're awesome. One day I saw, Pamela Adoring Crochet. She was pinning stuff together. And it looked like she was like having a time of it. I sent her these because it was painful to watch her pin her article together. So, but anyways, I just wanted to mention that. I mean, I care about all people, but I can't, I can't supply people with yarn by demand. You know what I mean? Especially if it's somebody asking a bunch of other people for yarn also. Come on. Get off of. It's kind of hard to keep them off of it. It's right in the doorway, but it's going to be soon done. I may erase this. I'm going to listen to this part of the video and I may erase it. I'm just speaking out loud what's on my mind a little bit. I basically want to focus on Boggy Creek, and I appreciate all the help that I've received with Boggy Creek. And we've worked together as a team. There are people that can't afford yarn and want to be a part of Boggy Creek. People are sending Lynn or had sent Lynn squares. You can get involved in that. Maybe put squares together to be part of it. People will send the squares to you, like Lynn did. I mean, if you really want to be a part of it, I can't believe I'm going to do what they call a German short row. I'm going to add some rows on the back neck of this cardigan because I'm coming up short. Yeah, I'm still coming up short, and that really bothers me. But that's okay. I can probably knit. I'll have to knit, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows. Can you believe that? That's crazy. I mean, I think it's because I switched out needles, to be quite honest. I think that's what happened. But yeah, I'm going to do They call it short rows when you go in the back. But when you do it on like a sweater, it's blended. The rows aren't exactly the same length. This is going to be the same length, so I don't know if it would be considered a German short row. But I'm describing it as that so you understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, I messed up by switching out from Chai Goo to Knitter's Pride, but Knitter's Pride, ding, 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 won the popularity award with Woolly's yarn. I really enjoyed working with Woolly's. Okay, so I can't sew the shoulders together. I got to put this back on the hook. I'm kind of sad. But that's okay. I would rather have it right. Oh, you know what I'm doing? Why am I doing that? I shouldn't be doing that. Because I'm going to open it up to attach the arms. Oh my goodness. All right. Nancy. All right. I'm doing it wrong, y'all. I'm going to fold it closed and sew all around the edges. You know, I got to sew the shoulders together and then the arms on. And then I'm going to fold it like a book. You know, close it like a book, not fold it. And you'll see what I'm talking about if you don't understand. And thank you guys. There was a few messages on how to do the buttonholes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do. The easiest one. I got to go back and read it again. One of them sounded really easy. One of them I have to read again. I didn't quite wrap my brain around that. I know why I was pinning it, because I was trying to flatten it out. That's what I was trying to do. That's okay. So, we're going to put that there. And this, we're going to put there. I'm going to put needles back on this. Let's see how the sleeves turned out. Doesn't matter. If they don't work, they don't work. Okay, I've already moved my pin box. Where did I move my pin box? Here it is. I need to get a bigger, these, they're like T pins. They look like a letter T. My mom had them when I was growing up. Now I know what they're used for. Okay, because I never knew really what they were used for as a kid. But I remember my mom having them in her sewing box. I wish I had that sewing box. I remember I had moved out of this house that I was living with. It was my mom's mobile home anyway. She ended up selling it. And I moved out, but I left her sewing box behind. And a friend of mine, it was given to a friend of mine, and I told her, I said, that's great. I'm glad you got it. But I kind of, now that I'm doing this, at that point in my life, I was not sewing or doing any crafts, so I didn't care. But now, I wish I had my mom's old sewing box. I do have my grandma's sewing box that was from Japan. I've shared that with you guys. It's in the other room. And I got my mom's old sewing machine. It was out in the shed. It was full of palmetto bugs and rusty. We had to get rid of it. It's sad. It wasn't an antique, but it didn't work. It was seized up. And I was too poor to have anything restored. So, this sleeve. La, la, la. Perfect. If it's too short, I'm going to cry. Serious. I'm going to cry if it's too short. So, I guess you can't make the cardigan, knit a cardigan in less than a week. I can't, I guess. I gave it a shot, right? So, I'm running into a few hiccups. Now, I can't get all the pins in that box. Maybe some of them belong in the other box. There were 2 boxes of these pins. But where's the other box? The other box is with, I don't know, kind of discombobulated here. Yep, I'm definitely going to have to get a container for these tea needles, a bigger container. Because I'm not going to be able to get them back in the original container, I don't think. It doesn't look that way. I haven't totally given up. This yoga mat worked out pretty good, but you just have to measure it with a tape measure. It doesn't have the lines that you could go off of. Okay, that worked out beautifully. All right, here's the pins, and they won't fit in the rest of the kit. So, somebody said something about how well I got up and down on my knees. It's painful. Oh, here's the other box, and it's bigger, but it's taped shut, so they don't go in there. Yeah, it's taped shut, so I don't know. Maybe there's another box somewhere. I'm not quite, I just don't know where it is. Is it in here? No. That is weird. Huh. Definitely going to have to get another container, because I can't close the lid on that box. Hey, Archie. What's the matter, baby? He's looking at me funny. You look sad or stressed. You have a look of stress. Nothing to be stressed out about. Sorry. There. Had to adjust the screen so you can see all of me and the rest of my nightmare. Last Christmas I want to show you something I got from a dear friend, Anita, and I never did anything with them. They were like a Tunisian type motif. Is it not Tunisian? It's, you know what it is. Can't think of the name of it. But anyways, I was thinking maybe make a top with this. Like, or put one in the back, or a sweater. You know what I mean? And do this in the back. Because I have all those crazy colors, you know? So, I've been thinking about that. What do y'all think? Like, turn these into a cardigan. Yeah. And maybe she can make me a couple small ones for the arms. I was looking at it to see if I could duplicate it. No, I'm not that good. But maybe I could do something similar. You know? Mosaic. It's called Mosaic. But Anita, maybe you can give me the pattern or sell me the pattern or tell me where to buy it. Maybe I can make a couple. I'd like to turn these into a sweater. And put this on the front. And then maybe do some motifs on the arms. But what color would you want the sweater? I have this green. I have this purple. I have all the bright and crazy colors. So, I don't know. You guys, give me some feedback on that. What you think? Wouldn't that be pretty on the back of a sweater? And then I could do, but I don't know what the body of the sweater, what color the body of the sweater should be. But do the cuffs like this color green or purple? But should I do gray? you know what? I use a lot of gray because I think it's a safe color. But you guys let me know what you think. What you think I might have in my stash that I could make the body of a sweater and to add this motif. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Because she sent it to me and I thought about it being a pillow. Well, pillows don't do well in this house. Too many dogs. So, yeah. So I've been still thinking with that. All right. So I got my squares. Put them up. My blocks. I guess they're called blocks. Let's go get in the cozy chair. Hey y'all, I'm back. I'm frustrated, but I'm gonna be okay. Right, Zuzi? Huh? Zuzi's been following me around because y'all know I've been gone all day. And I came up short about 10 stitches. I'm going to put 10 more rows. And yep. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Let's see. Okay, I'm using the same needles that I used on the sleeves. Okay, let's see. How am I going to do this? I gotta feed this onto. Oh, I did it the wrong way. Here, we'll grab this one. This one. No. Not that one. Get over there. This one. So I'm going to have to go in. I'm going to go in. No, that's too tight. I don't know if I can go in the cast off stitch. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This is so frustrating. But it's a learning curve. Do not change your needles out. I don't care. Or brand. That's what. Even though it's the same size. Because I use the shorts. I bought some Chaigu shorts. I don't know. I was just wanting to try out something new. Did I skip a stitch? No. Yeah, I'm just going to go in. But you're going to be able to tell. It's going to be at the collar, so it's... Let me try something different. You know what? I'm going to try it from this side. This is definitely a learning challenge. So I've got the right side facing me. And I'm going to cast on my knitting needles. I'm certainly trying to anyways. Alright. I'm going to go over that stitch. Yeah, I'm going over the cast off stitch because it's It definitely looks different. But I gotta go in the knit stitch. That's what I gotta do. Okay, I think I got it, y'all. I wish I could put this at an angle where you could see, maybe this way, so you guys could see what I'm doing. Hang on, try to bring it a little closer. Can you see what I'm doing? How about now? No. I don't know why, but hang on. There. All right. So I cast it on the first knit stitch. But I went over the cast off. We'll see how it goes. Got a feeling I may have to go into every hole. I don't know. I'm just going in the knit stitch, trying to wrap my brain around it. A lot of this knitting, it's not this, nobody taught me this. This is common sense. You know, a lot of it's just common sense. If you know to crochet, like I hold my yarn like I do when I crochet, if you notice. But I knit continental. But for people that are just joining, my sweater, the back was too short. Even though I blocked it, it's still coming up short. Maybe I didn't block it right. I don't know. I did what I was told. But that's okay. I'm learning. Huh, Archie? Oh, he's going to make me move everything on the couch. Because he wants to be right next to me. Get up there. I'm not moving the yarn. Well, I say that anyways, right? Good boy. Little brat. He always wants to stay in between me and Maverick. He's jealous of Maverick. He has no reason to be. Sometimes these male dogs act like teenage girls. I may cut that. Said to leave long strands for, you know, sewing, but sewing or weaving, you know, putting it together. So I've cast it on. All right. So I'm gonna do the purl since the working yarn's on this side. So I've got this this line here, but it's going to be on the inside, so you won't be able to see it. Hopefully, wait, what am I doing? I got to put my yarn on this side to purl. So hopefully you won't be able to see it on the right side. I'm hoping. I've gotten pretty good at purling. I don't mind purling anymore. Most people talk about they hate purling. And you just want to annoy me. You want to mess with my yarn, mister. Anyways. Forgot what I was saying. He tries to move Zeus. Zeus is here at my feet. He'll stand there and stare at Zeus or nudge him with his nose like, move. Zeus won't move. I don't blame him. Maverick will. The pecking order. Zeus kind of lives in his own world. I think he's almost completely hard of hearing, and I know that he's farsighted. Because I held a piece of meat right in front of him, and he missed it. Poor baby. Yep. He can't see. He's got, the cataract cloud in his eyes. Archie doesn't have it. Zeus is Archer's father, by the way. For some of you may not know that. Archer was an oopsie. That was not an intentional breeding. I rescued Archer's mommy from an abusive owner. Well, a lady rescued Daisy, and I came and got her. She placed her in my custody, and she was in heat, and I had no idea. And I left them two alone all day. And I came home to them breeding. They were stuck. And I called Petnip about getting her fixed, and they were like, well, we can still fix her. So they gave me a date. And then when that date came around, she was huge. I'm like, I can't do that. I'm not killing puppies. So she goes, well, we'll just fix her next time. Just call me when she's done nursing them. So I called her when she was done nursing them. Well, by the time they got her in again, I said, she's bred again. I couldn't keep him away from her. So they got her in quicker the next time. She wasn't pregnant when she got fixed. Because I told them, I said, okay, she is done nursing, and they got her in that week. I said, this is temp number 3. And we got her fixed. But we got 2 beautiful litters, 20 puppies. And they all went to good homes. And I've had people call me and say, do you have any labs? And I'm like, no, I do not. That was not intentionally an intentional breed. Now, I'm not going to play Miss Innocent. I used to breed Jack Russells when I was younger. And I bred the American Bull Terrier. I was young and dumb. And I made money on them, but I don't do that anymore. I'm all about rescuing. I've thought about going up to the shelter and see what they've got up there. I know I'll never find another Marley, but I want to. One of Joey's friends has somebody told me what the dog was. It's those black and white dogs that jump in the air with frisbees. Anyways, they have one of those, and like a border collie, I guess. She was Marley in another body. Her personality was just like her. I asked Tiffany, when Tiffany's like, who does she remind you? She goes, Marley. I go, she acts just like her. And she was hanging around with me. It was cool. But yeah, thought about going to the shelter today. But there will be a fight. Because I have 3 dogs. Well, I have one. They're older dogs that have health issues. And I think, but I really want a little girl so bad. I get to talking and I've already forgot how many rows. I've done 2 rows. Let's see. See, you can see. But you can't see it on that side, so. Genius. It's called Fudge It. And you'll never see that. You'll never see that because it'll be on the inside. And I'm sure Miss Billy, the Crafty Floridian, she gives me a lot of good tips in knitting, and she said this already on the screen. I just didn't hear her. Sometimes she'll call me. When she watches my videos, she'll call me and give me advice. Just like my live, she called me. She goes, let's do a live together. And I'm like, okay. She goes, I have nothing to do. She goes, and a lot of your subscribers probably are just at home not doing anything. So let's go live and we'll do it on your channel. She's going to slow down a little bit with her channel. She does, like, she was heading up the Boggy Creek and stuff. I think she's going to kind of step back a little bit. She'll be there for us. I know she will. She'll always be there for advice, and she'll still get on YouTube, but she's going to focus on her Damn It dolls and all the beautiful bags that she makes, because she's got some beautiful material that a lot of her her subscriber, her yarn sisters send her, and she has one that sends her beautiful material that she makes a lot of her bags out of. So she's going to focus on a lot of that. And we got me and Lynette, and then Nina's kind of jumped on board, with the, what do you call it? The granny squares, and I'm sure she'll help in any way she can. But she also has a husband that isn't well, and she has to take care of him. And I think this helps her escape some of the, some of that, You got to have fun too, so she doesn't stress out about, so she didn't sit around and worry about him all the time, but he helps her too. Like, he helps her pick out squares and stuff, but he's had a rough year. She's had a rough year. She had surgery this time last year, and, so any little bit of help is appreciated. So I'm sure she'll help. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3 rows. Now we're working on row 4. And then I'm going to start sewing it together. But I want to make sure, I want to check it too before I do. And, pin it and check it. Or clip it. We don't pin it. Only blocking. And that was quite a learning curve there, blocking. But I'm going to get another container for the pins, for the T-pins. And I really don't need a whole nother kit of them. I only need 2 more, really, I think. My phone is buzzing, but that could be Temu, it could be anybody. I get so much junk mail anymore, I never look at my phone. And then people get upset with me because I don't answer some texts, but I get so much junk. And it detours me from, I ignore my phone. Because it's garbage. It's just like my house phone. I have the only reason I have a landline, I really don't know why I have a landline. It's a security line, you know, in case the cell phones fail. And I also call my cell phone when I lose it at least twice a day. That's the God honest truth. Terrible truth, but it's true. I'm very forgetful and I lose stuff all the time. I waste more time looking for stuff I've lost. And sometimes it's right in front of me. It's like when I clean up, I don't want to change too much because I'll never find what I put up. It's row 4. Now we're on row 5. I said 10 rows. Approximately 10. Thank goodness I was able to do this, you know? I probably could have undone the cast off stitch here. I mean, if I really thought about it, but I'm not doing it now. Too late, baby. But I probably could have. Never done that. It could have turned into a nightmare too, so best left the way I did it. I really like knitting with the woolies, but I will one day. I would like to do a really, like a fine, like a mohair sweater, you know. I'm just not ready because it takes forever. I did a little bit of a video before this one, sitting down, showing taking this off the stand. I'll probably add it to the front of this video. I'm talking to myself now. Let me get to the end of this round. I'll show you what I've done so far on the sweater, and I'm working on the tutorial, but it's a very slow process. I made a file for it, so every time I do something, I put that video in the file. See, that was the problem before. It just, the videos would get lost in the shuffle of all the other videos. Because I can't just sit down well, today I couldn't sit down to do the tutorial, but last night I started the collar and, you know, was explaining about it. And I'm going to use a different yarn. I'm going to change up the yarn in the next, when I start doing some more on the video. Let me show you. But I'm going to make this sweater. Okay, this is the collar. And this is the stitching that I did on the other. I thought about doing this in another color, black. I don't know. But anyways, you know, I explain each thing in a smaller version. So like a mini sweater version. So, but this is the sweater I'm making as I do the tutorial. So it's going to take more than a couple days. And I've got some footage of, and I keep calling it a dog blanket, dog sweaters. You know, I started a tutorial for the dog sweater. That got put on hold because of holidays. Just doing too much. Knowing I can't keep up. But I've got that in the works too. That is a lot like this sweater here. The only difference is it's not closed in. And I've been trying to figure out how to make it where it fits different dogs. And I thought about doing the button method. Like, strap around the belly. You can make it big or small. I don't know. Y'all, you saw all the different sweaters I made, all different sizes, but it's really hard. You have to be kind of have a little bit of knowledge in crochet to figure out what I've done. It's easier. It's not as easy as it looks because of the different sizes. But I'm going to definitely do the lab size and medium, and then a little Jack Russell size, Susie size. And somebody wanted me to do like a little Yorkie size. I would need the Yorkie's measurements, and nobody's given me any measurements, so can't remember who that was. Was it Lynette? But I said I would do it if they gave me the measurements. I'm going to go get a front panel real quick and see how that is coming out. Tonight I went to dinner at the Texas Roadhouse, and I had a ribeye. It was so yummy. I was sick of chili. I've been eating chili for 3 days. I think it's 3 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 2 more rows. Right? Or 3. I said 10 rows. Between 9 and 10. But how I cast it on the back of this, that's how I will cast on the ribbing around the neck and down the front of the front panels. You know, the ribbing. And you know what? I want to do pockets. I haven't done pockets on a couple of my cardigans, and I want to do pockets on this one. I think I want to put it on and see where this cardigan lines up on my body. If it looks good with pockets, I'm going to put pockets. If it's feasible and looks good. I almost want to get I want to order some of these Knitter's Pride. Who is it that ordered some online? Who did they order them from? Was it Hirschner's? Knitter's Pride, but I love these. I got them from Hobby Lobby, and they don't sell them anymore. But, I mean, I have the ginger ones that are Knitter's Pride, that are the expensive ones, but I really like these. They're not real expensive, and I like them a lot. The cables work with the other knitting needles. I know when I talk about knitting, I refer to them as hooks instead of needles. I've watched a few videos like, darn it. think this might be the last row. Maybe. Cross your fingers that I only have to do 9. I'm a tight crocheter, and I hold my yarn the same way I hold my when I knit versus crochet. And so as long as you keep your tension the same, I think you're pretty good. But sometimes it's, I don't know, sometimes the yarn acts up and you get a little tighter with it, you know, or looser with it. I don't know. I try to be consistent. Try to get a rhythm going. Try. We're almost there. Because the last row will be the cast off row. Okay. Let me go get the front panel. It's right behind me.